Hello! Welcome to another episode of Technique Tuesday on Crafted in His Image. I am going to demonstrate a little project today. It does not use any stamps actually, but we are going to use this one of Stampin' Up's new dies for the Big Shot. This one is called Flower Frenzy, and as you can see it cuts out several different size flowers, some centers, and some leaves as well. The one thing that's nice about this type of die is that it will cut through several different materials. It'll cut through paper, it'll cut through thin chipboard, it'll cut through even metal I've cut, but in this particular case we're going to use felt. So I've actually already cut this flower here out, as you can see, with, whoops, my pink flower. And so now I'm going to cut this little tiny one here as a center for my flower. I'm going to set that aside and make my sandwich. I have my cutting mat, I have the die, then I have my little piece of felt, and you see I just cut it so that it would just fit over top of the flower that I want to cut. And then we need our second cutting mat, cutting plate. Okay, I'm going to pull the Big Shot over and run this through the Big Shot. Here we go. I have found that you can cut through 2 sheets of felt at one time, so if you want to make a lot of these, you can double up on how many you cut at once. And see, there we have a pretty little yellow flower to be the center of our keychain. So now I have taken some of our cotton Island Indigo ribbon, and I cut about 9 inches. You can make it longer, you can make it shorter. I thought 9 inches would be good for this particular one. And I have one of these spiral key rings that I just picked up at a craft store, actually in the kids craft section, and a whole bag full of them. And I'm just going to thread that in so that it is in the middle of my ribbon like that. So it just kind of hangs down there. Then I'm going to pull my cutting mat. This is our paper piercing mat, stamp mat, and I use this side for stamping, I use this side for piercing. And I am actually going to pierce a hole through this yellow flower. I did that earlier to my pink one already. And I'm using one of the small brads in the Antique Brad collection. I'm going to use this little silver one here. And I'm going to thread the yellow flower right onto the brad. Just thread that through there. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the pink flower. Thread that right on. And then this part can be a little bit tricky, just depends on your brads and if they're behaving themselves. But generally it goes in pretty quickly. And I'm just going to kind of hold both ribbons together and just push right onto that brad. And I just poked it right through there. And then just set down the legs of the brad. Just lay them down like you normally would on a piece of paper. And looky there. Cute little keychain. You can hang this from a bag handle on your purse, or actually hang your keys on it. Isn't that kind of neat? Quick little project. These are fun to make. You can make a lot of them very quickly. You could add beads to the ends of the ribbons if you wanted. Just lots of different ideas with this one here. Use lots of different colors. Nice thing is it uses very little felt, very little material, and they go together very quickly. So it's a fun project, especially if you need maybe a party giveaway or something like that. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Technique Tuesday, and hope to see you again next week. Thanks!